Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tutorial on Wheels. And in this episode I am going to build a locomotive which was really inspired by the Prussian T3. The Prussian T3 was a German 060 tank locomotive built for the Prussian State Railways. It was designed for light branch lines and shunting duties. It was a simple, compact and reliable steam locomotive, and it's actually pretty handy. After World War I, they were spread across Europe, so you might have seen one in a museum. For the list of items you will need, I am not displaying anything, I have just created this clipboard. And here you can see what you will need, how many, so everything will be more straightforward. Feel free to pause the video whenever you will need. Don't forget that you don't have to have the tracks, it is just because I will place down the train with tracks, that's it. So let's start off with the bogie. I'm going to use a triple axle and a large Create style 060. Place 3 red slash locometal on the front, 4 on the back. Place copycat headstocks on the side of the bogie block. I place red locometal smokebox texture, like this. I will place a copycat gate right behind the headstock, like so. I'm going to make the steam chest with 2 basins on the sides, the copycat step on the bottom, and grey locometal smokebox facing down. I'm gonna place 2 shafts right behind the basins, hold them down with brackets. I will do the headstocks, the basic ones, and the screw-link coupler here. Same thing on the front, and I'm gonna place red locometal smokebox as the texture. Sorry, I just forget to mention that you actually have to pull it out with 1 block. Yeah, because I just placed 3 here and I had to place 4. Yeah, don't mind me being silly. Behind the headstocks you can place copycat flute pipes with smokebox textures, put brackets on them, and place another copycat fans gate with smokebox texture. I'm gonna place copycat ladders on the sides. You can place a copycat panel here, a copycat panel here, same thing on the other side. You can place a panel on top of this metal bracket, make the textures like this. Place a girder on top of the basin, place copycat slices on the sides of these girders, place slices on the headstock and the fence gate, same thing on the other side. And now you have the base of this locomotive. I think it looks pretty strange, but for sure this is not the final product. For the metal parts of this locomotive, I'm going to use the chipped mod and I'm going to use dark prismarine variants. So I'm going to use vertical dark prismarine all the way to the bogie. I'm going to use dark prismarine pillar sideways right here and here, like this. I'm going to use copycat stairs like so. Make them stack dark prismarine. I'm going to use upside down stairs right here at the back, make them stacked again. I'm going to use copycat steps on the lower part of the top block and on the top part of the lower block. Same pillar block. I'm going to use copycat panels here as well. I'm gonna use copycat slab here and here. And I'm going to place down 2 black locometal boilers with shift right click. I'm gonna place a smokestack on top. I'm gonna use half panels here, like this. I'm gonna use half panels here as well, with the temporary blocks. This is going to be the dark prismarine pillar. And this is going to be another type of prismarine pillars, like this. I'm gonna use panels here, with vertical dark prismarines. I'm gonna use panels here as well. And I'm gonna place a blast furnace here. I'm gonna place down the contours here and the seat here. And now it's time to make the roof. So right here I'm going to use bites, slabs here and here, steps, half panel, panel. I'm gonna texture it with black slash locometal. And the locomotive itself is pretty much done. Now we have to deal with the details. Let's put copycat slices on the bottom side of the copycat stairs and on the bottom side of these cut vertical prismarine blocks. Then connect them and extend it with one more. Now let's connect it to the boiler and do the same thing on the other side. And right here on the right side, you have to consider that this connection should be removed and will be replaced with a vertical one. Now texture them. I'm gonna do this small frame on the top of the train with 3 slices, extending with 1, connect them, texture them. And the final thing is to place a copycat shaft here with a bracket, texture it with the smoke box, and I place this light bulb on the front of this shaft. Well, this is from Abyssal Decor. If you don't have that, you can choose any kind of light that you want to. Oh, and don't forget to change the texture of the boiler. I'm just gonna do this small detail here as well, that this thing is connected to the boiler. And that's pretty much it. Now I will have to glue this thing together. I'm gonna do it like so. I think it's also pretty easy because you just have to make this rectangular shape, and if I assemble it and sit in it, it's working perfectly. And I think it looks amazing. Just look at that. I think the color is pretty nice. I mean, this red and green is just amazing. And the whole thing is that this is just a small locomotive. It just adds much more to it because it looks cute. You don't have to worry about those big locomotives. It will not look bad in the turns, and in overall I think this is something that other people will say on a server that, man, you have done a pretty amazing job, right? So I'm pretty glad that you made it here because you have done just another locomotive. And the reason why I mentioned it is because I have a lot more locomotives and trains on my channel, so feel free to check all of them. Please join my Discord because I have the schematics for the trains there, and just join the community. Feel free to leave a like, feel free to subscribe to my channel because this means a lot to me, and even it's just a click for you, but it is one step closer to my dreams. So every support is well appreciated. Well, I think we have done something amazing today as well together. So I'm proud of you, I'm proud of myself too. And all I can say now is that take care, have a great week, check out my other videos, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.